Let's go. Let's move side to side. Let's go.
Hi everybody, my name is Bug, and if we haven't met before, I'm Bug, and if you do know me, I'm still Bug, no matter how you slice it, Metroid bread, blah 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 blah. Anyways, hi. One thing I've been getting asked a lot in recent days is, Junie, why do you love Samus so much? Like, why does she mean so much to you? It's something that I haven't considered that there are people out there that don't know, because I feel like my brain is like, this is all I think about. So I decided that just for FAQ purposes, I'm going to just talk about it, and if people have questions, I can just point you to the video if you are so curious about why Samus Aran means a lot to me. Here you go, this is my story, like Final Fantasy X, Tidus for the win. If you like the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to follow me on my Twitch channel, it's at twitch.tv/JunieBug. I'm trying to grow there, and I'd love to see you and make my little community grow and all that jazz. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the video. All right, so this is also a bit of a story time. So my relationship with Metroid was actually a lot later in life. So when I was a kid, like, I've always just grown up with video games. I pretty much exited the womb playing video games. And we had a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo 64. And I did not have a Metroid game, like, ever. However, I really did like Super Smash Bros. 64. It was like one of my favorite games, even though I sucked at it and my brother would make fun of me. And there's a character named Samus, and I was like, okay, just another dude, just a robot, I don't really know. And my brother told me one day, he said, by the way, did you know that Samus is a girl? And I thought, you're kidding. There's just no way. And then he said, no, let me show you. He took the ray gun item and then he shot her, and then it showed an outline of her body, and lo and behold, she had boobs, and I couldn't believe it. And it actually kind of like changed my life. And I know it sounds very small in the scheme of things, like, oh, she's just a woman, what does it matter? But in my exposure to video games at the time, a lot of it was very, like, male character dominated. And so seeing, like, a character like Samus was so, like, amazing to me. I didn't even know shit about Metroid. So I just was like, this is absolutely amazing. And from that point forward, as, like, an 8-year-old, I just decided Samus Aran is my favorite character and an inspiration to me. And as I grew up and I grew older, I continued to play Smash games. I didn't own a GameCube because my mom said no. Despite that, we ended up getting a Wii later on, and I got really into Brawl, and I didn't main Samus or Zero Suit, but I really did love the Subspace Emissary. And during those times in my life, I went through some very difficult times. I got bullied in school, I was made fun of, and I just had a really hard time mentally dealing with that. And during those times, I ended up looking up to Samus as well as Chun-Li from Street Fighter for inspiration that, you know, just because I'm going through a difficult time, I can still be strong. On top of that too, I've never been physically strong. I've always been very skinny and very weak, and people would kind of make fun of me for that. So seeing someone like really strong and cool and just very brave like Samus just really helped me during that time. So fast forward a bit, I get to college, you know, we get through high school. High school is like fine, I'm happy, but I get to college and I get really into Smash 4 on my 3DS. And my university at the time was hosting like this little tournament at the dorm, so it's like nothing big. I didn't go to locals. I'm not like, you know, it's really like kind of small fries. It wasn't my first Smash tournament, but I decided that I wanted to go just to give it my best shot, and I main Zero Suit Samus at that time, and I dedicated a lot of hours into playing her and to learning her. So I decided to go, and I show up, and I'm just terrified because I'm just generally terrified of people, and I end up entering this tournament. I go to this tournament, and there's definitely more guys there than girls, but, you know, me and the girls kind of like came together and we kind of bonded over the fact that we were all very nervous. And so thus the tournament begins, and I remember I won the first round as Zero Suit Samus, as always. I one-tricked her after all. And first of all, I remember this guy came up to me after I beat him, and he was like, "You didn't deserve to win. You played like a little coward." And I'm thinking, like, shut the fuck up, like, you suck. But anyways, I ended up winning the tournament, and I was really proud of myself. And weirdly enough, like, people at my college campus, like, knew who I was. They're like, "Oh my god, you're that girl that won the Smash tournament." I'm like, I don't know anybody. After that fact, I kind of just, like, went on. I was really, really proud of myself. It was just super cool because while I was really nervous during that Smash tournament, just being able to play as Samus, I felt like it gave me confidence and courage to be strong and to not, like, cave in and to not just, like, crumble under the pressure. And it felt really, really good that I know that I can be that person that Samus, like, to me, what she embodies really is, like, courage and strength. And I felt like in those moments, even though they're small scale, I'm not fighting any monsters, you know, against my social anxiety, it really helped me feel good about myself. So from that point on, after I won the tournament, I decided that, you know, I'm an adult now. I can actually buy things, like, with my own money in college. I decided to start getting into the Metroid series because now I could. So I bought Metroid NES on my 3DS, and it was very rough, but I felt like I had to. I really wanted to. I wanted to show, like, how dedicated I was to learning about the series, and I remember watching a few, like, timeline videos. I ended up getting Super Metroid on the Wii U, and I played it when I came home for the summer. And then I think my friend then got me Samus Returns on 3DS for Christmas or my birthday that year. And it just kind of snowballed from there. I started off with, like, Smash, and then after winning a tournament, I'm like, I really want to pay tribute to a character that means so much to me by going back to the source material that she came from. And after that, then I got into, you know, I got into Dread, I got into Fusion, I got into Zero Mission. I'm saying all these out of order. But yeah, so I played, like, a lot more Metroid games. There's still a lot I haven't played. I haven't played Prime 2 and 3. I haven't played the DS games. I'm not gonna play Other M. I have no interest in Other M. I have not played AM2R. I know a lot of people ask me about it. I'm not gonna play it, probably. However, I feel like through all the games that I've played, I do struggle with playing Metroid. It's definitely not a game that I feel, like, acclimated to. It's not something that I feel like it's intuitive for me, but I always feel, like, really proud of myself when I get through them, and I usually end up crying at the end. Everyone that kind of comes into contact with me knows how much Samus means to me, that she really is this beacon of strength and, like, courage that I wish that I had more of. And I get really gooey. I get really ooey gooey about it. If you saw my Metroid Prime 4 reaction, I was just, like, you know, getting very emotional about it. And I promise you, it is 100% genuine how I feel about her, how strongly I feel about her, because she genuinely means the world to me. Like, she's just such an incredible character that I feel like she doesn't need to be the super expressive person, like, to see the type of person she is, you know? And to me, that means everything to me. She's a character that I've taken with me since childhood, and, you know, oh my gosh, I feel like a little emotional already, but I'm not gonna cry. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, those are pretty much the reasons why Samus means so much to me. She's been in my life for 20 years, and I feel like that we've grown up together. I feel like I've gone through a lot, and she's helped me through a lot of difficult times in my life. It's why, you know, even the times that I cosplayed as her, it made me feel like a really strong person. To me, that's invaluable. That's why, like, video game representation also matters a lot, I think, is because it's good to see characters like you know? And I think, too, with Samus, like, I connect to her even more because we're both women, but I think she's a character that everyone can look up to. I think she's a character that everyone can find amazing and wonderful, and just the games and the world she comes from is really badass and super cool, and, like, she's the fucking baddest, assest bitch, and I love her so much. And I think everyone, you know, should love Samus too. I'm part of the Samus propaganda. I'm here for it. I'm gonna shove it down your throat. That is more or less in a nutshell why Samus means a lot to me. That is the history of Samus to me. I still collect merch when I can. She's the first Figma I bought. I bought it in Japan, and I thought she was really cool. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my little history of Samus and why she means so much to me. If you have a character that means a lot to you, please let me know, because some people think it's weird, but I I just know I'm genuinely passionate about characters that I like and that mean a lot to me. Or maybe if you like Samus too, or if you like Metroid, tell me about your history with Metroid. I love hearing about these things because it's amazing that we come from all different walks of life, but we can be connected through video games. You know, it's really freaking awesome. Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you for listening to my rambling. Be sure to, again, like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Follow me on my Twitch channel. I'll probably be in Japan and Korea at this time, so I won't be streaming, but if you want to see me come back, then please do so. Okay, love you, Kiryu. Bye-bye!